This video is going to be a few tips on a healthy pregnancy. Again, these are just tips. These are things that I did that worked for me this time around during this pregnancy. I'm not saying this is going to work for everyone, but I'm just sharing what I did. So let's get to it. Okay, first thing I want to give tips about is your vitamins. Your prenatal vitamins are very, very, very important. My first time around during my pregnancy with my first daughter, I misread the instructions on the prenatals, and I was taking 1 pill a day. And we all know how big these pills are, so you may think, oh, that's enough, or whatever. I don't know what we could be thinking, but on my end, I actually was taking 1 a day, and the directions said 2. So in turn, during my whole entire pregnancy, I was not taking enough nutrients that was needed. And plus, during that time, you tend to be very picky. You don't normally have the regular diet that you would have when you're not pregnant. So I ended up eating very, very bad, and I got sick after having my daughter. So this time around, I took 2 different prenatals. The first one I took, you can find this one at Whole Foods. It's called Baby and Me, and this is from Mega Foods. This one is a whole, it's plant-based, and you can use this one throughout the whole entire pregnancy. I took, the directions say to take 4 tablets daily. I actually took 5 because I took extra. There is a certain amount of nutrients that you can't go over daily, but again, that's something you'll have to do your research on. For me, on the other hand, if the instructions said take 2, I would take 3. If the instructions said take, hold on, focus, okay. This one is vegetarian, it's soy free, it's dairy free, it's not tested with herbicides or pesticides. So this one is really good. This one will run you about, I believe, about $45 or $38 at Whole Foods, but sometimes you can find it on sale. Or, of course, you can go online, and I'm sure you'll find it cheaper. The next one I used was, this one I got from my acupuncturist. She basically focuses on functional medicine. So this one is by Innate Response Formulas. This one that I currently have, this one, it also says Baby and Me. This one is for the 3rd trimester and post. The other one that I was taking, it just says 1st trimester and 2nd trimester. This one just has things that, you know, help with things that go on with after baby, so it gives you extra support. So again, with this one, currently now, since I'm not pregnant, I'm not, you know, taking, like, I'm just following the instructions. I'm not doing extra since I'm not pregnant with baby. Of course, I am still breastfeeding, so that's why I still take the vitamins. But this one is definitely a good one. This is also gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, all that. So let me zoom in for you guys. So yeah, that's the this is the brand that I was using. The next supplements that I want to talk about is your omega-3s. Omega-3s are very, very, very important. This is for baby's brain. This is also for you too. The one I was currently taking is New Chapter. This one is another Whole Food brand. You can find it there. I'm not sure as far as what it retails. Both the prenatals that I shared are in the 40s. This one, I believe, it could be, I think, $28 for this one. And this one has your omega-3s, 5, 6, 7, and 9s. And this one is a whole, it also has the vitamin D3 in case you don't get enough sun. But this brand, I actually like this brand a lot, and I've been taking it for a while. With the omega-3, I didn't do extra, I just followed. So again, this is the one I was taking. It says, I mean, yeah, this one's pretty good. So this is the one I kept taking. I didn't do anything different. The other one that I was taking, that one is, you have to have a, not necessarily a prescription, but your functional medicine doctor would have to, you know, you get it through them. You can't just go online and purchase it. So I'm just sharing the things that you can actually purchase on your own. And another thing that I did was I also took probiotics. These are the ones that I've been taking. This is from Whole Foods as well. This one, it has 10 different probiotic strands, and your digestive health is very important, because remember, when you're pregnant, everything slows down. The progesterone slows down your digestion system, just so you can absorb as much as possible, like absorb as much nutrients as possible for you and baby, because you're supporting 2 lives. So this one, it was really good to me. This one has 50 billion per capsule. And another thing you want to look at when you are buying probiotics is you want to make sure that it's acid resistant, because that would give you the full dose of 50 billion. If you take one that is just 3 billion, 2 billion or whatever, and it doesn't have that acid resistant capsule, what happens is your body will, you know, kill all the probiotics, not all of them, but it'll kill majority of them before they can get to your intestines. So that's why you want to get one that's acid resistant, because you would get the full 50 billion. Like, you're more likely to be better off with this one, because you get a higher dosage of probiotics compared to if you just take a regular one. And this I was taking every single day. So I think this definitely made a difference. It helps with absorption of nutrients. It helps with just, you know, if you ever get bloated or anything like that, or you're feeling, it just works, okay, people? It works, okay? Just get probiotics, okay? It's important. Another thing I want to share is shoes. For me, with my first daughter, I had, you know, the whole back pain and stuff like that. And I remember I was like on Instagram one time, not Instagram, I was on Pinterest, and I saw this little thing about like when you're pregnant, you know, you should wear something to support, like it talked about shoes, and it was saying that when you wear certain shoes you wear, you shouldn't wear flats, because it just doesn't help with the added weight that you're gaining, and it just doesn't help your structure as far as your bone, your spine and stuff like that. So they said that wearing some kind of heel with your shoes would be best. So something like this is what you should look at. It's not high or anything, but this is what I wore majority of the time of my pregnancy. I got this shoes from Crocs, so it's actually Crocs, so it's really, you know, soft and cushiony, and it absorbs a lot of the pressure, and it takes the pressure off my back, because I went through the pregnancy without having any issues at all. So I would definitely say get shoes that are like this, get shoes that have some form of a base, especially in the heel portion of it, that will help transfer the weight evenly, so you don't end up with, you know, those back aches and all that stuff. So that's definitely a tip. Also, I also did acupuncture this time around, and for me, my acupuncture experience has been great. I have a great acupuncturist. She is located in the Broward area. So throughout this pregnancy, whatever aches or nicks or anything that I was feeling, I saw her, and she really helped me with the back pain also. I think that's why I didn't have any. So a lot of the symptoms, like the swelling and the nausea or any of that stuff, I would see her once a month, and we would work on some points. And this isn't acupressure, this is acupuncture. So these are actual, like, you know, the little thin needles that she's putting in certain points in your body, and every point affects something else. So for me, we focused on digestion, we focused on, you know, just pretty much keeping the body as normal as possible, as far as being that it's changing because you're supporting a baby. So we did points for that. We also did, you know, if you like, in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was feeling like I was gonna get carpal tunnel. So it's pretty much your hand, it just aches and it hurts, and you feel like you can't open or close it. So we worked on some points for that, and then I did not have any this pregnancy. We did some back points if I felt like I was gonna get, you know, a back pain or anything like that. We did circulation, because that's another thing you would really need. You need that circulation to get through everywhere in your body, because at one point when I used the bathroom, I would get numbness in my leg. I don't know if it's from sitting too long or whatever, so I would get numbness. So we worked on that. We also worked on, you know, that feeling of constipation that you get during pregnancy. I didn't have that. I didn't have any issues going to the bathroom. So I would definitely say acupuncture definitely made this pregnancy way more enjoyable for me. And of course, me incorporating all the other little things that I just mentioned really made a difference for me. And I would say another thing is definitely stress. Like, you don't want to stress, because it just makes, it's like when you stress, it's such a mental thing that your body starts to act as if it's going through stress. So definitely you don't want to stress out. You don't want to allow any outside things bother you, you know, bringing in this baby into the world. So you want to make sure you're as calm as possible. You don't let things bother you. If you haven't forgive someone, forgive them. You know, don't hold grudges. Don't, you know, have this, because it's such a weight. It's such a weight. You're already carrying a baby. That's enough weight in itself. So I would definitely say staying as stress-free as possible will definitely make a difference in your pregnancy experience. So I think that's about it. I mean, if you guys have any questions for me, whether it's about acupuncture, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I'm also gonna include the acupuncturist info in the bottom. If you guys do go and see her, let her know Kathleen sent you. But I think that's about it. These are my tips for a healthy pregnancy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.